Would you call this a nonviolent movement?
Nonviolent is a word that's misused today. I would call it a peaceful movement, which reserves the right to defend itself whenever it is attacked.
Do you consider yourself militant?
I consider myself Malcolm.
Rest in peace to my pop. Your cream rose to the crop, most supreme. And I was only 16 when you passed away. Donny Hathaway, you sing a sad song, but still we gotta last on and stay strong for my peeps still living it. To keep the love circulating, receiving and giving it. As real as this, shed light through my penmanship. Represent present tense for all my peeps feeling this. Reality is you still here through us, living in visions of what you did or did to us. Return to the essence of thought from which you came, eternally existing on the brain. Your memory remain, your energy sustained through your loved ones, relatives, OGs and young ones. It's inevitable, striving to perfect to the bitter end, and somehow I'ma see you again. You. If I had another wish, it'd be to kiss you, talk to you, walk with you. Your DNA is all in me, so come back and travel the world with me. Your face can't be replaced by time. You'll forever be branded on my mind. I shed a tear with the ink pen, so I'ma make them proud while I'm here. That's what I'm thinking. Ras beats, unlock the chamber. Normally it's danger, but this is a reminder, a remainder. Lyrical flamer, hip-hop savior. When the blood touched the paper, I'm in the zone. Since you went home, feeling all alone. Since you been gone, the music is my therapy. Communicating through telepathy. I feel you when I move, see you when I sleep, hear you when I talk. Damn, this deep. Ride till the end, until we meet again. My pops, my hero, my friend. For you it's God bless. God bless.
Yo. Hey, what's going on? It's our show right here on WPRK, Winter Park, Florida, 91.5 FM. And all over the internet at knowbetterhiphop.com. Again, knowbetterhiphop.com. I am conscious, and I be playing with the levels to make sure everything sounds okay. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so again, thanks for tuning in. That first track, Homegrown Olds Orlando Hip Hop. Big shouts to Ross Beats, the homie J Biz, which makes it Homegrown Ozone, and AG of Digging in the Crates crew, AG the Giant. And the track is called God Bless Remix. Word. Thank you all again for tuning in. Big shouts to everybody in the chat room /forum over at knowbetterhiphop.com. Shouts to homie Gam P and Chris from NJ to AK tuned in. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me see here. Chris said, hopefully my phone number didn't change. I don't think so. I think the number you have is a Google Voice number. And I thought I saw something that they were doing something weird with Google Voice or something. So I have to look into that. If anything, I'll get you my cell phone or something. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, fam. If you'd like to join and speak with some awesome folks over while the show is going on, it's knowbetterhiphop.com. Again, knowbetterhiphop.com. There you'll also find we have a live playlist of what we're playing. We also do it on Twitter and Instagram, our show, OURSHOW. So if you like what you're hearing, get a heart like retweet. But back over at knowbetterhiphop.com, we also have a poll where y'all can help pick what we play. So I have so after we get through this next set, it's up to y'all. You know what I mean? And you help us pick what we play. And if not, I have a coin here to flip because the homie Beat Unique. Shouts to the homie Beat Unique once again. Happy birthday, fam. His birthday was yesterday, and his anniversary is today. So his wife, shouts to his wife, planned like this surprise like trip awesomeness thing. So shouts to homie Beat Unique. Enjoy yourself, fam. I saw some pictures from his Instagram. So I guess he went to a place called Jollibees? Jollibees. The mascot is a bee. And I guess they have food and stuff. So I think I saw like, what was it? Like a chicken sandwich and like spaghetti, I think. I don't know, but shouts to Beat Unique. Again, his Instagram, if you want to follow along, is Beat, BEETUNIQUE. And his website is BEETUNIQUE.com. BeatUnique.com. Shouts to the homie. But yeah. So, couple other shout outs. Yo, shouts to Simone Biles. That's her name, right? Yes, Simone Biles. She did this like first time ever in competition, like move. I don't even like gymnastic feat. And what it was, so it's the one where they run up to the thing, they jump on the little bounce pad, hit the little what do you call it, something horse, whatever, and then flip yourself into the air. So she was doing that. She just ran up to it, jumped to the little thing, catapulted herself into the air, and did a like backflips, 3 backflips in the air, and landed it. I don't think you understand. 3 backflips in the air and landed it. All from running up to the thing, jumping the little catapult thing, and then launching herself into the air. Backwards. But did I say backwards? Backwards. And landed it. If it was me, they would be carrying me off of that the mat because I was like, wow. So shouts to her. And I think she did like a whole bunch of other stuff. So I posted a link to the video. And shouts to her. I think she's like the Michael Jordan of like gymnastics or something. Like, shouts to her. Let me see. Yep, Jollibee Spaghetti Fire. All right, so Gampy knows. All right. So, so yeah, last show we talked about Paul Mooney passing, and then I forgot that was the same day of Malcolm X's birthday, the 19th. And so I wanted to say happy birthday to Malcolm X. Yeah, so that's that. What else? Oh, more shout outs. Big shouts to the homie I Make Mad Beats. Yo, making moves over in Memphis, Orange Mound, you know what I mean? So posting a link, because that's what we do here on our show. We post a link to everything that we try to speak about, and so that you can go ahead and read along, get your own information, look it up for yourself. You know what I mean? We want to, make sure everybody knows where we're getting this information from. And so he and his crew, you know what I mean, unapologetic. And there's what's the other Tone Memphis, I think it was called. It's a black arts organization. So, okay, I'm just going to read it. Check this out. This is amazing. The new owners of the former United Equipment building plan to convert it as well as an adjacent 80,000 square foot warehouse and several adjoining acres into a project called Orange Mound Tower. The founders of Tone, a black arts organization, and Unapologetic, shouts to the homie I Make Mad Beats and the whole crew, a record label and artist collective, are working together to develop the mixed-use project. Now, the former United Equipment building, with its faded orange lettering, towers over Lamar Avenue. Built as an animal feed mill in 1951, the 200-foot landmark has been vacant for about 20 years and sits in a heavily commercial area. So what they're doing is they are able to purchase through a grant and like funding, able to purchase. It was like $400,000, something like that. It happened like last year, and so they've been working out all the details and things. And yeah, so they're looking to turn it into like spots for people to be able to have businesses from the community and stuff. Let me see. They were saying they want, and then also, like, I guess be able to also live there. I think it said something about that. I really should. I just saw it, so this is kind of like all new. So I was super happy. I just saw I Make Mad Beats on Instagram posted it, and so because I stay off of social media pretty much during the week. But let me see. There was a part where I was reading through it where they wanted to be able to have like commercial space, but also I guess where people can live also. So I don't know, but yeah, I posted a link to it in the chat room /forum, so y'all can go ahead and check that out. But yeah, super dope. So I'll probably, you know what, maybe you'll have, at some point hopefully have I Make Mad Beats on the show so you can talk more about it at some point. You know what I mean? So I don't know, because our situation is kind of like not being in the station. You know what I mean? The whole remote setup is kind of hard to be able to have other people on, but we'll see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, hopefully we can make it back to the station at some point. But it says initially the team's plan was to convert the United Equipment building tower into housing, but the project lead architect, Aaron Campbell, pushed for it to be more open to the community. A number of well-known potential commercial tenants, including legendary Memphis hip-hop duo 8Ball and MJG, nice, animator and filmmaker Munira, Sophia Jones, and health and wellness coach Jacqueline Osselin are interested in the development. Coffee Black, with the O being an X, co-founder Bartholomew Jones plans to open a coffee shop in the development as well. So yeah, it looks like they're trying to do a bunch of different events. So they said they're going to, they wanted to offer commercial space at a rate that's smaller, young black organizations and businesses can't afford. That's dope. Quote, we're going to be able to offer honorable, affordable housing and honorable and affording commercial lease space, all while hopefully creating some direct pathways to sustainability. That's dope. So, word. Shouts to them. So, trying to do something for the community. So, big shouts to everybody involved in the homie I Make Mad Beats. And there's a picture in that article from the Daily Memphian. And it's a huge spot, fam. Like, there's this huge tower and, like, the warehouse. It's super dope. So, looking forward to what they do with that. All right. What else? Oh, so on the show today, I kind of noticed, like, a theme. And so, because I was going through articles and stuff throughout the week, and lawsuits came up from that. And I want to talk about it more, like maybe next week, because May 31st is the 100-year anniversary of the Tulsa Race Massacre in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we spoke about it on the show before, but on May 31st is the 100-year anniversary. Now, just to go over what the Tulsa Race Massacre was. Now, it started May 31st and carried over to the 1st. I think it was a few more days. I have to go back and look, but But from May 31st to June 1st, this is what's saying in this Wikipedia article, which I am going to copy and paste into the forum/chat room so y'all can check that out as well. But so what happened was, all right, so something happened about an elevator, and like a white girl screamed, and there was a black young man in the same thing. Some stuff happened at a police station. All this stuff, like a white mob went to the police station to go lynch him, and then like some black folks came to like try to stop them from doing that. Somebody got shot. So what happened is, it goes to say that when mobs of white residents, many of them deputized and given weapons by city officials, so this was sanctioned by the city, mind you, attacked black residents and businesses of the Greenwood district in Tulsa, Oklahoma, United States. This happened in the United States. Alternatively known as the Black Wall Street Massacre, the Greenwood Massacre, and Tulsa Massacre. It marks one of the quote unquote the single worst incidents of racial violence in American history. The attack carried out on the ground and from private aircraft. They literally dropped bombs on the town, destroyed more than 35 square blocks of the district at what at the time was the wealthiest black community in the United States, also known as Black Wall Street. And so yeah, over like about 300 people died. And so we'll talk about more of that next week, you know what I mean? But I saw that there was supposed to be like some sort of major event to remember the massacre that, you know, the United States let happen. They're actually deputized and given weapons to murder black people. Okay, fine. Let me post a link to this Guardian article. So apparently there was supposed to be a celebration. That's weird to celebrate something like that, but like a commemoration, like a reminder. And I guess so. John Legend was supposed to be performing, and Stacey Abrams, who, by the way, I'll never let this go. She backed the horrible dude that was running for president. He owned Bloomberg, Michael Bloomberg. I just want to put that out there. Stacey Abrams backed Michael Bloomberg. Just saying. All right, but yeah. So she was supposed to be speaking, and I guess something happened where there's only 3 living survivors. And I guess they're supposed to get $100,000 each. Then I guess it was this thing where I guess somebody wanted more. I guess the survivors wanted more money. So there's 2 different sides, of course. So one side's like, well, we said we were going to give $100,000 per survivor, but then they came back and raised it to $1 million per survivor, and there's supposed to be like a $2 million fund for reparations, but then I guess they're saying they came back and asked for $50 million, something. Like I said, we'll talk about more about this again. And but I guess there's like a museum that was built, and they raised like $30 million. So I guess the museum, Greenwood Rising Museum, including $20 million for the building. So $20 million. So they raised $30 million. $20 million went for the museum. But other people were saying, hey, instead of doing that in that neighborhood, which is pretty much gentrified already, maybe you should have gave that money to the descendants of those killed in the massacres, or African Americans now living near Greenwood. And so there's a whole thing going back and forth. So I guess hopefully I'm going to do a little bit more research into it. Like I said, I just saw it like today, getting ready for the show. But yeah, so probably talk more about that in a future show or something. So next week. All right, so yeah, I think that's everything. Cool. So yeah, Choose Our Own Adventures is up now. Let me see if anybody's saying anything in the chat room. Real quick. Yep, salute to I Make Mad Beats. Word, dope to see him doing something positive for a community. Yeah, word up, Chris. Yep. Yep, he is the one who did the Our Show theme song. So, quick story. So wow, this is like 13 years ago. So, got the show. Yeah, I found out doing the show and wanted to name the show Our Show. And I knew about, there was this TV show back in the day called WKRP. And I don't know how I thought it, but I guess it always stuck to me, like the theme song always stuck to me in the brain. And the letters are the same for WKRP and WPRK. And except they're in Cincinnati and whatever. Because it's like WKRP in Cincinnati. And so I got the theme song, sent it to I Make Mad Beats, and he flipped it. Super dope. So the first version, it was like WPRKKK. And I was like, I don't know if we want to have KKK. I was like, we should probably. And then he flipped it into what we have now today. So, word. Big shouts to the homie. I Make Mad Beats. Doing great things, great things. All right. So, wait, what's up? What's going on, German? Why do you say that, German? Let me know in the chat room. But while you're letting me know, and while folks are voting for Choose Our Own Adventures, let's get into some joints. Let's prime that pump with some dope joints. So up next, shouts to John Robinson and Blue. I think the project came out before, but I got radio edits now, so that's dope. So the track is featuring Elo Kush, super dope joint. A group out of Romania, super funky dope joint by the name of Balkan Taksim. Shouts to our Canadian homie Shad. Got a new joint, super dope. Shouts to him, doing amazing things. Check out his show on Netflix, Hip Hop Evolution, I think it's called. Sons of the James and Calvin Presents. They did a nice cover of a Stevie Wonder joint, whose birthday was in May as well. So happy birthday, Stevie Wonder. Super dope joint. Children of Zeus dropped a new joint off their project. Looking forward to that coming out. And an artist we played on the show before by the name of Shiomara recently did a project with the homie Amerigo Gazaway. So she's got something new that she just dropped. And some instrumental goodness, some jazzy folk goodness. Folk? Why did I say folk? Super dope joint. Funky. Not really. It's not, you decide. But it's Joao, Joa with a tilde, O, Donato, Ali Shahi Muhammad, and Adrian Young. Super dope instrumental joint. But we're going to start off some homegrown Ozone Orlando hip hop. That's what we do on our show. That's what we do here on our show. Whew, I'm tired. All right. So big shouts to the homie Devin Morrison, making some noise out in the West Coast. Big shouts to him. I knew him as Decline back in the day when he was here in Orlando making beats and going to shows. The track he did for Fonte of Little Brother. And the track is called Beverly Hills. So you are tuned into our show, again, right here on WPRK, Winter Park, Florida, 91.5 FM. And all over the internet at knowbetterhiphop.com. Again, knowbetterhiphop.com. We do the live playlists on Twitter and Instagram, our show, OURSHOW. So if you like what you're hearing, give it a heart, like, retweet. Let the artists know you're digging what we're playing. And help everybody feel good. All right? So when we come back, it's the most, like, no stuff Sherlock situation. But we'll talk about that. But up next is Fonte featuring Devin Morrison. The track is called Beverly Hills. Thanks for tuning in our show. Be right back. Be easy. Peace.
She said there's a party, you're forgotten my name and said, black guys are totally chill. Pushed my plane, walked away, and told the waiter she would cover the bill, so we can take the long way home tonight. 'Cause it's my last night in Beverly Hills. Baby, won't you take me for a ride? Oh, it's my last night in Beverly Hills. Last night in Beverly Hills. Oh, it's my last night in Beverly Hills.
Word. Intelligent hoodlum God, then who you, Lord? It's Elo God, then Bill, Lord. Word. I'm the righteous renegade who rock royal blue Clarks. My thoughts similar to the teeth of sharks. Before this world I part, I position my pickney to pick artillery, to hold them down mentally. Physically, I give them Black Law's dictionary, truth terminology to combat the magistrate. Stand in honor to awaken the dead. God's description, long locks, black lokes, red bands. Any notice to appear, stamp I do not consent it on red. Then boomerang it back with no fear. Knowledge born, guard my year. The 144,000 is near. But let's keep it on the low G. In Leimert Park, I was building about the mothership with L.A. Hopi. Ain't no way you can hold me when the law has chosen to be the emissary from the slam dam section. Most of my regiment, circle number 7, grip on their weapons. Attract warm bunks from the other side of town. Sharonda, Tia, Dacia, Kamita. Don't visit they jacks unless you got your Nina. In my God, he truth cipher. The snub sniper, got a wild mind state. Rebel E9ers, let off they sidewinder. I'm just a poet. Beside that, the things I observe, I'm divine. But my diction is straight from the curb, you heard? Straight like that, Lord. Wow, let's dance with you.
Yo, slum corporate, gentrification forfeit. Turn black promise to crackhead morbid, straight off its orbit. Sort way too often, pyramids to tombs to the coffin. We sparking, the next generation gonna be a problem in a good way. Moving through the world in a hood way. A street smart perspective is what I should say. Political, critical, too many bloodsuckers. Police are too scared in our hoods, that's why they bust us. It's just us against a wicked system that don't love us. Trump is the president, come on, you gotta be kidding. The beast using blatant tactics, what type of devilishment right in front of the face of the masses as he laughs big. Wonders of ghetto heaven, peace to the sevens. We walk the path of greatness with women storytelling. Heaven got a ghetto, I got heaven in my mind. Keep my cipher wise, holy and divine. We keep building, connecting dots like vines with beats and rhymes. Touch all four corners of the planet in my lifetime. The ill design combined with perspectives that been refined. From experience and time, we toast like wine. It's fine, no underlines, no underlines. For real, no underlines, no underlines.
144,000 promise. How not am I invited? Riding chariots, carry us through the violence, trying to bury us, marry us to the final wives' lives that's prepared for us wise guys to carry the jewels for the prize. All lies on me against the UNI verse, rhyme on, I'm an iron on, fine on lies. I'm the truth through the way in the life made to change lives and bring the deaf, dumb, and blind to the light. Tell Saul I can see, tell Peter right here. Ask Solomon, share the knowledge that he promised to bear. Bear witness to the crystal, bearing the cross from Bristol to New York. Bow face of light, rise from the dark behind the Father Sphinx prayers of Akhenaten. God is deep, even bringing light up from the bottom. I got a ghetto when I seen heaven touches concrete. God is ghetto, the block echoes, and I'm street heavy ghetto.
Ghetto, heaven.
Go.
Work. 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 Looking for a job, man. Looking for a job, man. They say that even Steve Jobs can't find a machine that I could be a cog in. This is a problem. I'm trying to leave it in God's hands, God's plan. But even God's fan was literally out on a limb. Looking for a job, man. Looking for a job, man. I heard there's too much supply. It's like a log jam. Be your own boss, then make your own lane and don't make a off-ramp. Or your gig goes offshore. Insurance at off-ramp. Cough, sir, put them in coffins like peace. No peace. Maybe I'll sleep when I'm deceased. Maybe it'll cease when I'm asleep. Maybe I should keep what I can keep. Talk is cheap. I should know. Given that I rap for what I eat, everyone knows I could eat they food, but I need insurance from my teeth. I need versatile, personal income streams that's purposeful. Suckers work for money, you should make your money work for you. I can't get no work though, guess that means that I got some work to do. The poor can't afford to look poor, so I gotta make sure the shoes and shirt is new, cause I'm looking for a job, man. They say that even Steve Jobs can't find a machine that I could be a cog in. This is a problem. Everybody knows it, nobody is solving. Somebody told me stop in and shop and talk to the boss, just on the off chance. Looking for a job, man. Looking for a job, man. I would do anything, I'll get it poppin'. I need a hot dance, poppin'. I need a pop jam. I need some rock band. Don't need no offhand comments. I need some rest on some soft sand. I'm not a man, I am a workhorse. I am a part of the workforce. I'm just not sure the person or purpose I work for. Maybe this voice inside it keeps telling me work more, hurt more, perform, give up my wife and my firstborn. Wait, I'm not a man, not till I manage my estate. I am the output I create after the info I intake. What if I'm fake? What if I break? What if my model's obsolete and gets tossed in a heap and gets washed in the sheets? Wanna walk on the beach and take off for a week, but I'm jobs. Looking for a job, man. Looking for a job, man. They say that even Steve Jobs can't find a machine that I could be a cog in. This is a problem. I'm trying to leave it in God's hands, God's plan. But even God's fan was literally out on a limb. Looking for a job, man. Looking for a job.
Yo, it's Vash Air, repping Orlando's hip hop radio show. It's our show. Hip hop for people that know better, you dig?
Yeah. I'll do anything I gotta do to make this back. Yeah. And if they don't give it up, I'm taking everything they had. Ever since a kid, the teacher said that I was bad news. Still they never wanna help me, so I get it by myself and say, I'd rather be someone. I'd rather be someone. Yeah, I'd rather be someone. I'd rather be someone.
My nana once told me that I could be somebody, so I guess it's only right I tell my kids the same. Yeah, we've been around the world and we made some decent money. Still apart from the few, nothing else ever really changed. Couple real guys could tell you what I was like. Used to carry weight, now I travel light. Got to meet some legends that inspired us. Jazzy beats that keep on moving. Goldie told me it's timeless. Council estates we reside isn't no reflection on our gift. Now you already know the story so far. Still it burns like it's Christmas morning. I get that call, they hit an organ, picture falling down to my knees in a river bawling. With JB's last words are still ringing, trying to cover all them things we spoke about. Just so I know you're proud. Looking down with Zen and watching Zelfa and Linda performing for the crowd. Maybe there'll be some sunshine tomorrow beyond the cloud. Say it's persistent, Lord guide me, I'm trying to make a difference. I wanna be someone.
I would rather be someone. I would rather be someone. Be someone. I would rather be someone.
Picture me smiling as I write this. I'm only playing, I'm never smiling in the slightest. Is rejection really redirection? Will these exit signs illuminate my imperfections? Now I'm kicking down these gatekeepers' doors right off their hinges. So my youth fall through my fingers. If they're happy, yeah, just let it be. Set them free. I can't compete with all your expectations. I'm out here just trying to be a better me. Morning affirmation now. The early bird get the worm, the second mouse, he got the cheese. A couple lessons to be learned, so stop your stress and set the speed. Tell them keep the money. I'm gonna be somebody. If not, at least I'm happy out here being cunning.
I would rather be someone. I would. Oh, yeah. I would rather be someone. Rather be someone. I would rather be someone. I would rather be someone. I would rather be someone. Yeah. I would rather be someone. 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 I would rather be someone.
Don't order the expensive Chardonnay, even if it's just your taste. Don't borrow glass as soon as you ask. The bottle is back in your face. Had a rip from the expensive bongyo, and now I ain't seen the light in so long. Seem like I just can't get it right unless I'm singing and blazing. singing, blazing on. Stop getting with a woman so you knew you was trouble from the go. Oh, wherever we go, there goes your ego. You treat me so good. Hey, hey, nothing to come will stay. Oh, no, nothing to come will stay. Oh, nothing to come will stay. Oh, no, nothing to come will stay. Break it down, nothing to come will stay. Nothing to come will stay. Nothing to come will stay. Oh no, nothing to come will stay.
So what do y'all think? Funky? Kind of folksy? I don't know. I dig it either way. So, you're listening to right now. This is off of Jazz is Dead 007. And this is, I'm not going to be able to pronounce his name. It's J-O-A with like a tilde, like a squiggly line over the A, O. D-O-N-A-T-O. So, Joao Donato. Maybe, I don't know. But, so the Jazz is Dead compilation series finds Adrian Young and Ali Shahi Muhammad collaborating with like a jazz artist. And this is number 7. And we've been playing a bunch of them on the show. But yeah, this is number 7, and the track is called, all right, Deseo de Amor. Word. So, nailed it. I probably didn't. But yeah, shouts out to the whole Jazz is Dead and the whole crew out there, you know what I mean? And again, shouts to Ali Shahi Muhammad and Adrian Young, who we've had on the show. I just want to say that. Shouts again to Adrian Young. But yeah, and shouts to Art Don't Sleep and Linear Labs. Word, so like a whole collective behind it. Also, I noticed that Adrian Young has got a bunch of stuff happening over at Amazon Prime. So he has the Tan, the American Negro. He has, what was it, Invisible Black Man? It's like a weekly show, I think. I don't know, I haven't got a chance to check it out, but shouts to Adrian Young, you know what I mean? Always doing different projects. Word. All right, before Joao Donato, Ali Shahi Muhammad, and Adrian Young, Deseo de Amor, we had Xiomara. That's Xiomara. The track is called Chardonnay. It had like a nice, like, I don't know if it was just me, but it had like a Sade vibe to it. You know what I mean? I was like, nice. So, Shouts to Shiomara. Again, the most recent project that I know about was her and Amerigo Gazaway had a project. 1992, I think it was called, something like that. It was a year, and that was dope. And we played a few joints off of there, so good to see Shiomara still doing her thing out of the West Coast, I believe. Word. Looking forward to hearing more. I got it off of her Bandcamp page. So before that, also off of Bandcamp, Children of Zeus. The track's called Be Someone, and it's off their project dropping, I think, in a couple of months, called Balance. So again, Children of Zeus. The track's called Be Someone, and the album's called Balance. Before that, Sons of the James and Calvin Presents. Shout to Fresh Selects. I got off of their Bandcamp page, and I don't know if it's off a project or what have you, but I thought it was pretty dope. They did a cover of Love's in Need of Love Today by Stevie Wonder. And since it was Stevie Wonder's birthday this month, I was like, and it was dope. So I was like, yeah, let me pick this up. So shouts to them. Before that, Canadian homie. Well, we don't really know him, but he seems like a cool guy. So shout to Shad, S-H-A-D. Been playing a bunch of his joints for a minute. And yeah, the track is called Work. And he puts in a lot of work. And he's got a Netflix series, I think it's like the 3rd season, called Hip Hop Evolution. Super dope. And was there another one, or was that same one? No, I think it's the same one. And yeah, so shout out to Shad. And yeah, word. Before that, out of Romania, this was Balkan Taksim. Balkan space Taksim. The track was called Zali Zaire, and the first Z is 2 words, Z-A-L-I. First Z has like a little shortened V on it, and it's Z-A-R-E. Hopefully I got that right. The description of their music was pretty dope. Let me look that up real quick. It was on their Twitter. All right. Balkan Psych meets bass, breaks, and synth electronica with a touch of groove. Nice. From Bucharest, Romania. I know somebody from Romania. Nice. Okay, nice. All right, real quick. Before that, we had John Robinson and Blue. They have a project called King JR, if I remember correctly. And that track was featuring Elo Kush, E-L-O-H space K-U-S-H. The track is called Heavy Ghetto. So again, John Robinson and Blue featuring Elo Kush. The track is called Heavy Ghetto. Before that, start off some homegrown old Orlando hip hop. Big shouts to Devin Morrison. That track, I believe he produced it and he's featured on that Fonte joint. So Fonte featuring and I think produced by Devin J. Morrison. The track is called Beverly Hills. All right, so real quick, top of the hour, we're going to play some messages from some folks that support the station, that support the show. So we'd like to thank them. And when we come back, we'll talk about that story where it's the most like no stuff Sherlock. I can't say what stuff I actually mean because, you know, radio, but at some point, you just can't be, like, surprised anymore. But we'll talk about that when we come back. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in right here on WPRK, Winter Park, Florida, 91.5 FM. You're tuning into our show. And, yeah, NoBetterHipHop.com for all the internet goodness. And we'll be right back. It's our show. Beasley. Peace. All right, we're back. It's our show right here on WPRK, Winter Park, Florida, 91.5 FM. All over the internet at NoBetterHipHop.com. Again, NoBetterHipHop.com. All right. I don't... Because... Okay. Let's just get into it. Because it's like people don't know or they just don't want to know or something. I don't know. It's weird to me. But let me post links to all the articles and resources that I looked into to put together this quick segment. And it's, oh, by the way, shout out everybody in the chat. See, this is why normally I'd like to have Beat here, because then he would shout out everybody in the chat room, but I forgot. It's because he's not here. Again, happy birthday to the homie Beat Unique, and happy anniversary to he and his wife. But big shouts to Gam P and the homie Chris from NJ to AK in the chat room. Hope you all voted. Voting at knowbetterhiphop.com for Choose Our Own Adventures Round 2. And see, again, I almost forgot because Beat's not here. This is where we give you all two groups of artists. There's a group 1 and a group 2. And you let us know what you'd like to hear by voting over at knowbetterhiphop.com. So, group 1 has Eli Smart, Flying Lotus, Denzel Curry, Benny Sings, Emily King, Peter Cottontail, and Anushka. That is group 1. Group 2 has Marcel P. Black, Lakau Misik, Joseph Ray, Little Vic, Freeway, and Petey Crack. All right, so there's that. So let us know what you'd like to hear by voting over at knowbetterhiphop.com. Group 1 or Group 2, let us know. You choose. So let me post links to these articles, because once again, want y'all to see where we're getting it from. Get your own resources. Come up to your own conclusions. But I kind of wanted just to post this here because this week also marked May 26th, if I'm from either 25th or 26th, marked the 1-year anniversary of George Floyd being murdered by Derek Chauvin. And while running for president, no, he was president by the time. But, was he? This whole COVID thing has gotten me all jacked up. Like, I don't even know time anymore, fam. Like, he was running for president. That's right. Because, he just became president. Okay, yeah. So Joe Biden, while running for president, was like, look, what happened to George Floyd's a horrible thing. And, once he's in office, he's going to do something about police reform, all these things, yada, yada, yada. And so he said that by the 1-year anniversary, he wanted to get the George Floyd, what was it? Let me get the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. He wanted to get that in the books by the first anniversary. Well, the first anniversary has come and gone, and it's stuck in Congress. And one of the things, because it passed the House, but for whatever reason, the Senate is holding it up. And I think it looks like from research, one of the sticking points is qualified immunity. And real quick, qualified immunity established by the Supreme Court in 1967, because effectively protects state and local officials, including police officers, from personal liability unless they are determined to have violated what the court defines as an individual's quote-unquote clearly established statutory or constitutional rights, end quotes. The doctrine can be used only in civil cases, not criminal, and allows victims to sue officials for damages only under those circumstances. So basically, also I got some more here. Specifically, qualified immunity protects a government official from lawsuits alleging that the official violated a plaintiff's rights. Only such lawyer speak. Only allowing suits where officials violated a quote-unquote clearly established statutory or constitutional right. When determining whether or not a civil right was quote-unquote clearly established, courts consider whether a hypothetical reasonable official would have known that the defendant's conduct violated the plaintiff's rights. Quotes conducting this analysis apply the law that was in force at the time of the alleged violation, not the law in effect when the court considers the case. What? So basically, what they're saying is that, and you see it a lot of times with the police brutality things, where, because we already know the police, they're rarely convicted on any sorts of. It could be the most egregious thing, it'd have to be something to the level of George Floyd, where it got the press coverage, literal video from multiple angles in high definition to be able to charge a person with a crime. We don't know about a conviction yet because that hasn't happened yet of Derek Chauvin, but we'll see. And so, from what I understand, I don't, because of qualified immunity, I don't know if, George Floyd's family would be able to actually sue Derek Chauvin, the person. You know what I mean? If I remember correctly, the city has already settled with the family, which is just taxpayer money. You know what I'm saying? And so Derek Chauvin, depending on however this conviction thing happens, nothing financially will happen with him. Because I don't know about the qualified immunity, but it's set up to where you can't sue the person in civil court for the damages done to a person. You know what I mean? Because they have this qualified immunity. So I don't know about you, but that's kind of almost like a get out of jail, almost literally free card. You know what I mean? Where, and again, I mean, policing is a tough job. Let's not get that mixed up. But my problem is a lot of the people in policing shouldn't be in policing. And the fact that they know that nothing can pretty much happen to them, I don't know, that doesn't sit right with me. You know what I mean? Because it's personal responsibility, whatever. You know what I mean? As long as I have this badge on, I can pretty much do whatever I want. Because you already know courts don't convict. And if they can't come after you civically, yeah. So your money in house and everything is good, then why would you care? You know what I mean? I don't know. To me, that's just weird. But that's what the Senate is having their sticking point on. One of the many things, because Senate doesn't do anything. But I wanted to talk about how Biden, who has called for approval of the House-passed bill, will meet with Floyd's family on past Tuesday. On Monday, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said the meeting will be private and will include Floyd's daughter, mother, and siblings. So Psaki was saying that Biden is quote unquote hopeful that he will be able to sign the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act into law, end quote. She added that the White House is quote unquote engaged with the congressional negotiators while quote unquote leaving them room to work. Biden spoke with Cory Booker on Friday. Is it me, or does it seem like Joe Biden doesn't understand he's the president? And if this is something that was so important to him that he ran on, that maybe he would be a little bit more proactive into getting it passed? Because all we're asking for is, hey, how about some accountability and you just don't go around murdering people because you wear a badge? You know what I'm saying? Maybe practice some restraint first. I'm not sure how the training is, but it seems like restraint isn't a thing that's practiced a lot of these times. You know what I mean? It's just pull out a gun and shoot, and then whatever happens afterwards. You know what I mean? Even when people are going away from you, which is weird to me, they're no longer a threat. But you just say, I feared for my life, even though you shot the person in the back multiple times. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's all. I don't know what else is in the act, but from my understanding, it's just that. Treat people like people. Neither here nor there. So, again, does not Biden know? Because Biden will go to the mat for Neera Tanden to get her a position.